Hey, welcome to another episode of Diary of a Music Maker. I recently downloaded this free synth called Surge XT, and it is awesome. Talk about huge value for money. Like, I'm not a massive synth nerd. In fact, I'm not even a synth nerd. I like synths, I like to use them, but I don't dive in and build and shape and curve and carve. I load up the presets and go, ooh, what have we got here? And this is filled with the most awesome presets. I mean, so obviously I'm on a massive Dungeon Synth dive at the moment. And I loaded this up and I just thought, oh my gosh, this is so good. So my brain has been in this place where obviously I like writing music and I like, let's rephrase that. I love writing music and I love writing tons of music because I just like, it's like I've got to get out of the system. It's almost like vomiting. I like a vomiting sound. This completely fits in with my Dungeon Synth obsession. Admittedly, I feel like this is more like what you would guys, I guess you call like space or cosmic synth, which some would argue isn't Dungeon Synth, but a kind of like futuristic vibe to a Dungeon Synth sound. This stuff kind of creates this world in my mind of aliens landing, but not aliens landing now, but aliens landing in an ancient world. And that's where I am at, like this cosmic synth, space synth type of thing. That's why I feel like I'm quite happy in this Dungeon Synth world, because this is the future merging with the past, a mythical, fantastical past. So I'm going to dive into this and I'm going to make a space synth track today using this free synth Surge XT, which if you haven't got it already, you probably have got it already, but if you haven't got it already, you really should go and give it a listen. It's just fantastic. I mean, I'll show you some of it. I'm not going to dive into all of the sounds in this video anyway, because it's, you know, huge amount of stuff. Let's dive into Logic and start making this space synth track. So here we are in Logic, and I've got Surge XT loaded up. So like I said, for those synth nuts out there, you can look at this and be like, yes, I know exactly what to do. I mean, I understand a lot of this stuff, but I don't understand all of it. My brain looks at that and goes, too much information. So I go, ooh, patch browser. Boom, there we are. And I found this one. This is a third-party patch from Slowboat. It's Fifth Dirt, which actually, I start playing it. Okay, boom. I mean, there's my track. It's going to be a short video. So if we just have a look, I mean, even just sort of, ooh, polysynths. I mean, the issue I have with so many synths is often there's so many sounds to choose from, it becomes very overwhelming. But then when I think in terms of, okay, limit your genre and to Dungeon Synth, refine the genre even more to Space Synth, this just has all of those sounds. It's a track already. It's so good. It was like, do you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the first time I loaded up Spitfire Albion. Many years ago. What, 2012? 2011? And I started playing and I was like, oh my god, I've got a whole orchestra at my fingertips. This, for me, is I've got a whole bunch of Dungeon Synth albums and artists at my fingertips. Just by limiting myself to, say, 20 presets per artist, I've got a ton of different sounds going on here. I mean, I really like that. I'm going to keep that. This voice bass. And I'm going to duplicate because I want to load up my track. I think it was called Fifth Dirt. Oh, Percentage Dirt. Fifth Dirt. I'm just relabeling all of my channels at the moment. So I'm going to start to go to, where is it? Slowboat. Start to get these ideas down, basically. Where was it? Oh, it was in basses, wasn't it? Basses. Oh, no, I've lost it. Slowboat. Basses. Fifth Dirt. Yeah. Okay, let's write this idea. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4. It needs maybe 100-ish. 1, 2. Yes. Right, let's go. Right in. I'm going to keep playing this, but change the rhythm slightly. There we go. So I've got essentially 20-second idea just from this. Again, with so many of the genres I like, it's so much of it is about minimal. I'm actually going to slow this down to 80 ppm. And I'm going to force legato on everything, keep the velocity the same. Right, let's just check. There we go. I've quantized in 16ths. Don't want to do that. Now let's force legato everything again. Now, I wonder what it sounds like an octave below. Okay, that's really cool. I like that a lot. So like I said, this is kind of like my space synth idea. I've got this idea of aliens landing in a dungeon world. Just so you've got an idea of where my brain is at right now. These are the 2 tracks I've written. Lights in the Skies and The Walls Are Moving. Again, thinking in terms of an alien coming down and landing, but not now. In a world of heroes and elves and fantastic monsters and dragons. I hope you see where I'm going with this. So it's lights in the sky because the villagers are seeing these crazy lights in the sky. They kind of feel like the apocalypse, but there's also like this wondrousness to it. The Walls Are Moving. I think one of these tracks I used another free synth called Dext, which is also awesome. I should do a video about that. This one's called The Walls Are Moving, and this is, I think it's kind of set before this track. It's set in a tavern, an empty tavern essentially, but the walls start to shake. But because this is such a futuristic alien craft, it doesn't shake with vibrations like an earthquake. It shakes like as if you're experiencing some psychedelics. And that's the track here. Oh, it's just so fun. So yeah, there's also the idea is this story of the walls starting to kind of go weird, and then just people coming out of the tavern, and everyone's kind of like, "What's going on?" And then they see the lights. Whoa! What's going on? You know. There we go. So that's where my head is at. I'm not entirely sure where this is in the story, but this for me seems like it's in the dungeon. It's in the castle. Maybe it's the realization to the heroes and the people of this world that these aliens are just another type of monster. Now, do I do it in a different mode? So at the moment I've got C, D, E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat, C. So that's the Aeolian mode. C natural minor. Now do I do it in I've forgotten which mode that is. Dorian with a major sixth. Okay, so that's where you've got an A natural. I think I'm going to do that. Give it a bit of interesting flavour. Oh wait, I need it. I need to press record. Yeah. Let's put the volume up at this. Wonder why it was quiet. That's cool. I want something like that, something quite quick, moving around and sort of sliding, sliding, but not always sliding. So I'm going to take the fourth note of each thing here so that we're not always getting, wait, what fourth note? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Find it hard to count, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just make it a bit shorter so it doesn't initiate the legato feature of this instrument. Oh, I quite like that actually. That's... that has, let's just try it now with the initial idea where it's actually legato. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I like that. Let's make everything the same velocity because I like the look of it. Now I'm going to copy and paste that. And do I copy and paste it? No, I'm just record a different idea. I want it to feel kind of meandering, because I like that about Dungeon Synth, how they often have kind of meandering melodies. Cool. Now I'm going to leave it like that, because that sounded cool to me. Not to you, but to me. To me, to you. There we go. Chuckle Brothers reference. And I'm going to leave it repeating every 6 bars. No, not 6 bars. Yeah, 6 bars. Cool. So that we get this odd imbalance of the phrasing, so the bass line has to repeat itself 3 times? Yeah, 3 times for you to return to the original iteration. Right, let's load up some more samples. I want a clear melody, so actually I don't think that needs to be very loud, that stuff. Yep, clear melody. Not that. Ooh, what's this? No. I like this organish. Yeah. That is rocking. Let's introduce that. Okay, it's not a clear melody, but you get the point. It's just another layer. So the track starts off with this, wait a second, these beasties, these aliens aren't here for it. They're not friendly. They're mean beasties. What are we going to do? And then this point here, when you get that, this is kind of like, courage kicks in. Cool. That sounds good to me. Although, is the register competing too much with the top bit? That's better. Nice. Now what happens if when we get this up to this next iteration, I raise the bass line up? I mean, it's cool, but it's still, I like the bass rumble of that stuff. I think we just need a top line. Let's go to Slowboat and go to keys. Ooh. Is that a bit too... I quite like that. That's kind of cool. Something like that. I just love this whole like just rocking out with ideas. Nice. No. I shouldn't have done that, but I shouldn't have deleted it, but yeah, who cares? Here we go. Try it again. Try again, different ending. Cool. I mean, I like the cutoff of this. I like the cut of your jib. I like the cutoff of this synth, so that it sounds like it's going to have a really long release, but it doesn't. It's just kind of cute. Right, now let's take that. I'm just going to force legato these, except for the last note. There we go. Tidy it up a bit. Let's put everything. I wonder what happens when I put everything at 127 velocity. Not much. This is really cool. I'm going to put this in little plate. That's really cool. Oh, you're 1 minute 35. Yes. This is great. I'm enjoying myself. So I'm actually going to take this. Now what happens if after this iteration I just repeat the bass line and that kind of organish sound? I want to introduce the idea that these peoples are actually bringing their game to these aliens. So essentially bringing in a guitar or some kind of ye olde instrument. So I wonder if Surge has a ye olde instrument of some kind. So let's go into the factory patches. So I want plucks. 80s gliss. I don't think that's the pluck. Ooh, Mystic. I don't think that. No. I just saw something cool then. Oh, I thought that said loot, but it says late. Lo-fi pluck, magic music box. As you can see, I'm feeling pretty distracted by all of this. Enchanted Forest, let's try it. Oh, it's an arpeggiated thing. I don't like that. Okay, right. Let's try a few other ones before I just stick to one. Lo-fi pluck. It's cool, but it doesn't have the like. Do you know what? Maybe I'll do a recorder. Yeah, I think I'll do a recorder. Okay, so it does actually have a wind section down here. Tragic winds. That sounds like something else. Low, flute 2, flute 1, fake ethno, dreamy flute, cyber flute, clarinet. Now I've got the clarinet loaded up. I mean, if there was ever a Dungeon Synth clarinet, that is it. Love it. Cyber flute, bit too much. I'm not so keen on the legato. That's quite cool, but a bit too like, yeah. Nice. Don't know what's up with that squeak. cool. Tragic wins. I'm excited about this one. Okay, that is probably my favourite. That's really cool. Is there another one after that? Clarinet. That's actually quite like the sounds we get in Sky Keys, which is actually one of my new favourite plugins. Plug for Sky Keys there. Yeah, something like that. Let's give it a play. See let's play around. Always out of tune. Oh, that's why it's tragic. Right, now if I knew how to use this, where is it? Deform. Amplitude deform. Oh. That's quite cool. Where's pitch? Pitch, where are you? Velocity, LFO. Poly, oscillation, drift, no. Feedback, no. Volume, seed, send. So for those of you listening, I am trying... Oh, here it is. Trying to find out how to change the pitch. If any of you out there know how to do that, let me know in the comments below. I'm going to go with this clarinet instead. Sad face. Something like that. Going to be a bit loud. Does that sound a bit rubbish? It does sound a bit rubbish. I'm not... Now let's try again. I'm going to turn it down. It is a little... There is... Maybe that... Look, I'm just gonna do this. It's annoying me, so I'm going to load up a Logic recorder. Oh, where are you? I'm having to download the Medieval Recorder preset. Right. And I'm shocked I didn't already have that. The bards are coming to attack. Bit ropey at the end there, but... Cool. Now, is it a bit loud? Yeah. That's what we're going to do. We're going to change it up. This is the sci-fi synthy bit. And then we're going to load up some guitar typey things. Where's the plucky pluck? Guitar. Seven, 8. Yeah, let's do that. I mean, it's a bit of a rubbish sounding guitar, but especially with my awesome medieval flute recorder. Here it comes. No, it's not right. It's just not right. You could probably tell me why it's not right, because you're listening back to this with hindsight, but I've got the secret quiet panic of recording myself writing. So when it's not right, there's a part of me that's just going, I've ruined everything. Shh. Ooh, ambient e-guitar. That's the business. Yes. Here it comes. Wait, I've put a major chord on there. Don't want a major chord, dude. I'll change the chord sequence. It needs to go E flat, F major, to go in with that whole sort of Dorian vibe. And then this bass needs to come back in, but it needs to feel different. Or does it? New to F. Okay, that's it. And that's the change. Repeat it. Repeat the bass. Add the fun little doodle-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee bit. And then bring back in the lead line as well. Really like this recorder vibe. And there's the ending. And then end on a C. Drop that C down an octave. Now my only concern is that this flute becomes a little bit like loopy loopy, and that's not bad. Da 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 da. That's it. Just one little change. Da da da. Yeah, and because it's the final iteration, will end on the A. Oh, those cheeky minstrels. That's it. There we go. So my one deviation from Surge is to introduce the medieval recorder. I'm still thinking we could go slower on this, actually. This is awesome. I'm having fun. Right. When it comes to the mastering chain, with this, much like other DIY stuff, I'm kind of just thinking, level off any weird peaks that I don't want. Chuck it through tape emulation. My current favourite is cassette, but I also really love Excellent Audio's Retro Color. I'll take the noise off. My favourite is cassette first generation. That sounds cool. Now, if I go through to Pro Q3 and just sort of let it look at the audio, and I can start to sort of remove any cheeky dominant frequencies, which is displaying here. So it's around the 520, 250, 930. There's a huge peak down there. So let's try it. So that one, and that one, and then this. Ow! There we go. 258. Is that cheeky little monkey? I'm more in the realms of leveling than I am of adding extra glossy stuff. Yeah, that's really taken out the harshness of the recorder, which I like. I'm tempted to put the cassette on afterwards. I've already got a cassette going on. I love it. Love it. It's so good. Take out the noise. Do I swap it for Pro Q3? There we go. I think I've got my track. What would we call this? The Bard's Revenge. Or it feels more like the Bard's plot. I know how we could defeat these angels. Angels from the sky, these evil angels. Yes, the Bard's plot. That's what this is going to be called. Let's save it in. No, that's one of my bedroom indie projects. Sci-fi fantasy. I haven't named the artist yet. The Bard's plot. Well, the walls are moving. The lights in the sky. The Bard's plot. Or is it the Bard's realization? A Bard's plot. A Bard's plan. No, plot sounds better. Or maybe just call it a plot for revenge. No, retribution. Yeah, that's cool. A plot for retribution. Nice. And there we have it. There is my Cosmic Synth track using almost entirely Surge XT. I mean, I could still swap this out. I mean, we could try it and see how it sounds now. I've got some sort of dirty cassette master. I say mastering, air quotes mastering. Let's go to Winds again. Let's load up the clarinet, see how it feels compared to. I mean, why does it need to be so out of tune? I mean, even the pitch is doing nothing. That's literally going to drive me up the wall. And because I don't know how to fix it, I'm feeling really sad. So maybe I'm just going to go to Plux again. Let's try Plux. I could just return to the recorder. And I know I was about to do my roundup, wasn't I? Ooh, VHS soundtrack. Let's do that. Sounds awesome. Okay, that's the clear winner. does that sound like an octave down? Octave up. Yeah, that's the winner. It's entirely using Surge. Hooray! So I downloaded that medieval recorder for absolutely no reason. That is my space synth track, A Plot for Retribution. I'm glad I didn't keep the bards thing, because now I've taken the recorder out, it doesn't feel the same. Gonna save that. As per usual, if you enjoyed this, click like, subscribe, listen to the podcast, leave reviews. You can go check out my music. It's Prin Music, which is a YouTube channel and stuff. Please check this all out, enjoy it, have fun, and share anything you create as a result of this, because I always like hearing that and I don't hear that enough. Right. See you in the next one.